Alright everybody, welcome to another Jordan JB Designs tutorial. This time we're going to be creating this sunset image here where it's kind of hidden behind the water. And yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple effect. Real easy to do if you're familiar with the masking and the pen tool, and you'll pick it up right away. Alright, so I'm actually able to record and do my audio work at the same time, so let's get into this. Alright, so the image size I'm using is 2700 by 1800, 300 resolution. You can go whatever size you want. It doesn't have to be that. And this image you can find down below. It will be linked. Pretty cool. Right. I'm going to move it over. I'm going to size it down because it is huge. But I am also going to rotate it so the water is a little more horizontal. And then just, size it how you want, where you want it to be positioned. You can leave it angled if you want. It's totally fine. I like it right there. Move it over some more. So that way the sun's kind of a little off to the side there. I'm going to do what I always do, is I'm going to select the entire document and hit Command J, and I'm going to get just that part, just the little window that we want, that I want to work in. You don't have to do that, you can just leave it as is and work with that. Duplicate the background, move it above everything I don't use. Helps me can do a little bit of organization, if you want to call it that. Alright, we're going to convert this layer into a smart object. You go over to the layer, right click, and then go find it under smart object. Then we're going to make some adjustments. We'll go to filter, camera raw filter, and then we'll just tweak some things. I'm going to bring up the clarity, bring up the dehaze a little bit of texture, not a whole lot. I'm going to bring down the blacks, bring up the whites, shadows down, highlights up. You can go exactly what I'm doing, but play with it how you will. Get the contrast a little bit, and I'm actually not going to do anything with exposure. Now, saturation, a little bit. I like to add a little bit of grain to it, not a lot. Bring down the roughness to where it's not crazy. Just needs a little bit of texture. Alrighty then, so that's my settings. If you want to go with those, you don't have to. Hit OK. And that just kind of gives it a little more depth, a little more contrast to it. And now I'm going to actually add some more to it. I'm going to go to the adjustments down here, add an adjustment layer. I'm going to add exposure. I'm going to bring up the gamma correction. And that's actually about it. And then I'm going to go down and do another one. And I'm going to mess with the colors a little, because I want a little more blue in the water. So I'm just going to bring in the cyan a little more in the color balance. Bring in the blue. Go down to the shadows. Again, cyan and blue. Not too much blue, because then it turns more purple. So that way the water looks a little more bluish and less red. Bring up the green a little bit too. Collapse that. So again, that's exposure and color balance that I added to it. And later on I'll add an entire overlay of adjustments. So from here, now we can add our text. Hit T, your keyboard. Make sure your foreground or your foreground color is white. And then type out what you want. I'm going to use the word rise. And then the font I'm using is called Dunbar Low, and it's all capital, bold. I mean, again, you can use whatever. It's better to use a bolder font just because it's bolder. Center it up, nice and neat. Alright, so this is a bit different for me because I'm usually recording the video, then the audio later on. It's kind of position where you were going to want the water to like overlap over the letters here. You don't want to cut off too much and then it looks kind of weird. So bring that back up. So that's fine right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a layer mask. And then we're going to, sorry, not a layer mask on that. So we're going to select the background. Oh my gosh. I thought this would be easier, but I'm messing it up already. Set the background, this one, and we're going to add a layer mask to that. Make sure you select the layer. We're going to grab the pen tool, you hit P, or you can find it over here on the bar, toolbar thing. And then you're just going to select out all of this kind of along this line here. You can use kind of, I'll hide that, any image you want to kind of achieve this effect, but really you want something that's kind of like this, or you can composite things together to make it look seamless. This one's a little bit easier because it has this kind of horizontal line here where you can kind of separate it easier, but obviously if you want to use this just for practice, then that's totally fine. I'm going to go along all of this. If you hear something making noise, it's just the little fridge that's in here. And select the bottom all the way to here. Right click, make selection. I always give it a 0.5 feather. Okay. And, whoops. There we go. And actually, I'm going to invert that mask. So that way I selected just the water here. And then you're going to duplicate the entire layer. Bring this one underneath that one, and then we're not going to actually need the mask on that layer. So then you're going to move your text layer, but you don't need the mask on that. I added it for some reason. so it looks normal, right? It looks fine. But then you add your text, and there you go. It's behind the water now. You see? Real simple, real easy. All you did is you mask out one your layer with the water on it. You duplicate the layer. You take out the mask, or you just duplicate it. However you want to do it. I did it kind of weird and in a weird order, but that's how you do it. I mean, then you can add whatever text you want here. You can have it say whatever you want. I had one time it said wave, but I mean, it can be put your name. So whatever you feel like typing there. Move it up and down. You can move it all the way down here, and you can even go as far as, if you really want to make the text in the scene, you can make light rays coming through, hitting on the, the letters, kind of giving a reflection in the water and whatnot. You can do all that crazy stuff. All I did with mine is I converted it to a smart object, and then I went to filter, blur gallery, I think iris blur. No, not this one. Oh yes, I did this one. And then I just kind of brought it all in. That's a little slow right now, I apologize. That way you just kind of blur the edges along with like the image here. You can see they're kind of blurred out a little bit. You want them more on the right side, the blur, as that side is a little more blurry. And then just a little bit on the top there. And however you want to adjust it, you want to make it crazy blurry, and it's going to do that, and this looks weird, so wouldn't recommend it. Hit OK. And there you go. I mean, there you go. That's super simple, super easy effect to achieve. Again, like I said, you can go as far as creating it, really adding it into the scenery. Me, I like to kind of do something like this. It's kind of bring this above. It's actually going to be cut off a little bit. It's fine. Right click, perspective, and bring this out. It's actually going to go like that. Sorry, I'm kind of being real quiet now, but I mean, just play with it around, do what you want to do with it, and you can kind of distort this. Like I added a wave filter, and it kind of gives it a wavy look, so it matches into the water. It doesn't look all plain. Let's go with 10. Let's not go with 10. Again, add more blues in there. Add some more adjustment layers. And then exposure. Bring up the offset. Gives it that hazy look again. There you go. I mean, again, everything is optional. Super simple, easy effect to achieve. You can go back and then, add shadow, little splashes here and there, water, add more blur. It's really quite open. Again, you can change the text as long as you didn't, I converted mine to a smart object, so I can't adjust the text, but I can easily go back and just retype something else. Okay, and that's it. That's it for this tutorial. I hope it helped. I know it was kind of short, simple, to the point, and that's why I did it. I hope it was informative. I'm kind of recording this for the first time in a different area, a little different feel to it. I hope it was better as before, where I would record the video and then record me talking. Anyways, thank you for joining me for this tutorial. I got a couple more videos coming up. Of course, the new retro series, the first episode will be up soon. And also another kind of a Christmas holiday video type of deal. But yeah, thank you for joining me on this tutorial. Be sure and like, share, and all that fun stuff. Follow me on Instagram at Jordan J. Begay, on Twitter at Jordan JB Designs, and also on Facebook, Jordan B Designs. Yeah, I'm sorry they're all like different. It's harder to kind of get them all as one name. I should have consolidated that a little bit better. But anyway, be sure and subscribe if you aren't already. Leave a like, comment. I already said all that stuff. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to be a good buddy. Peace.
Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeers pulling on the reins. Bells are ringing, children.